So, before we get into it, first things first, let's make one thing clear. It's that you have, first things first, made an attempt to actually go to the gym, which is a good thing. But just like most of the people, you have a problem in staying consistent. You actually can't keep going to the gym all the time. Sometimes you skip your workouts, sometimes you skip months, and sometimes you eventually stop going. Now, what is it? Why is this happening? See, the thing is, you have a goal, but you're not able to reach it. Now, why? This is the thing. Here are the four reasons, actually, six reasons why this is happening. The first one being you don't have a goal. See, the thing is, you have a goal. I told you, right, that you have one, but in a way, you don't have a goal. Let me explain to you what I mean. Most of the people I have seen who ask me what is the reason for going to the gym, the point they tell me all the time is actually I want to become fit. I want to like cut off my fat a little. I want my belly fat to go up. I want my arms to be a little toned, and all these other words that they use. That's not a goal. First things first. If that is your goal, general well-being, general fitness, general I want to get a little muscle, I want to look a little good, you'll never you'll never actually continuously go to the gym. You'll never be consistent if that is the kind of goal you have. The thing is, first things first, if you set a goal, set a big one. It should either be get in the best shape of my life ever or don't bother going to the gym. You can pick a lot of workouts out there. There are a lot of sports out there. You can pick that, but gym is not for you. There are only two goals you can have. The first is either you want to get in the best shape of your life ever, completely transform your body. People can't even believe the kind of person you have become, or don't even have any goals. Now that you have an actual strict goal, an actual goal that you can look forward to, your mind will actually push you to be consistent towards the gym, because all this time the goals you're setting were so low that it's almost like your mind, your ego thinks that's beneath you, and which it isn't, first things first. But if you have a big goal, then your ego won't visualize it as something that's easy. So you will actually start going to the gym consistently, because it's not a small goal, it's a big one that you're supposed to have, and you should have it you should actually have it in your mind. You shouldn't just think, okay, yeah, from now on actually I want to get really big. No, that won't work. You actually need to have that goal in your mind. Now, the reason why you may want that depends on you. If there is no reason, honestly, there is no reason for you to go to the gym. If in your mind you don't see any reason for you to build muscle, to become muscular, then there is no reason for you to go to the gym. If there is a reason in your mind, the specific reason, be it girls, be it because you want to look good, be it because you want attention, be it because you want to become strong, whatever it may be, as simple and petty as it may sound, the goal is important. Now, this is the first one. The second one being, see, you do it because others are doing it, which is basically the first thing, the goal part. In this case, you don't have a goal. You're doing it because others do it. You see your friends do it. You see your relatives do it. You see some person in the internet do it. You've seen him transform his body, and now you want to do yours the same way. Or maybe you don't even want that. You're doing it solely because someone else is doing it. You don't even have a goal in your mind. If someone comes to you and asks you, why are you going to the gym? You'll be like, you just you don't have any answers. Even I don't have any answers to give here. The thing is, you won't even know why you're going to the gym. It's just a reaction you have that someone else is going there, my friend or someone else, and that is your goal. Your goal is not to actually go to the gym. Your goal is to do what your friends are doing or do what others are doing, which is not a good thing because first things first. See, how do I explain this thing? What is the point of going to the gym because of others? You won't stay consistent because if he quits, you'll quit. So it's the same as the first point. Have a goal of your own. If there is no goal, if you don't see any reason to actually work out, then sure, don't work out. That there's no need to go to the gym. There are a lot of other things you can do too. Not even saying this in an insulting way. It's just a fact. There are other reasons in this category, such as you're doing this thing because you envy someone else, which means you're jealous of someone else. See, in this case, I understand that maybe you don't like you have some kind of envy towards a person, and that pushes you to become just like him so that you can reach his level or something. Which again, the same point. If that person quits going to the gym, then you will quit again. If you stay there, it's a good thing. But most of the times, I see that rather than envying, you can compete with a person, but you don't need to envy them a lot because that won't give you anything good on your own. You'll do what he is doing. You won't have a goal of your own. See, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. In Dragon Ball Z, you have two characters, right? Goku and Vegeta. Now, Goku is the guy who has no envy towards anyone. He's just a pure minded person. He just likes fighting, that's it. And Vegeta actually envies Goku a lot. He is jealous of Goku a lot because of his strength. He is strong himself. So, what does he do? He trains hard enough to beat him. He trains hard enough so that he can beat him. That is his goal. His goal is because he envies him, he wants to beat him. Goku's goal on the other side is to just get good at martial arts in general. That's it. He doesn't envy someone. He doesn't do it because he wants to get stronger than that person. Although he competes with Vegeta, but that's not his ultimate goal. His ultimate goal is to always push himself. So what does Vegeta do when he pushes past Goku? Maybe he'll stop. After that, he'll be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. This is where I am. But what does Goku do when he surpasses Vegeta? He's like, sure, I surpassed him. I did a good thing. But I had to go more. I had to do more. And that's what pushed him to be the strongest all the time. If you wonder why the case is, don't be like Vegeta. Basically, what I'm trying to say is be like Goku. Don't do it because you envy someone else. It'll only push you to a certain limit. Maybe you'll get a good body if you do that, but if you want to get a great body, then that's not how I think you're supposed to approach this thing. The third point is no discipline. Third point, no discipline. See, now in this 2 points, we have your goal set. Now you have an actual goal. Till this point, you didn't know why you're going to the gym, but now you do. You have a goal for why. Why are you doing this thing? Why are you going to the gym? Now, in this point, you know what to do, but you don't know how to do it. Or maybe you're not doing it. You're not consistent sometimes. You're not consistent sometimes. Why is that? See, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, you just lack discipline, that's it. Now, how to get disciplined is not something I can cover in this video. Okay, now how to get disciplined is not an easy task. There's nothing I can tell you when it comes to it. The simple, straightforward answer is do it even if you don't like to do it. There's a quote from Sugar Ray Robinson, who's a boxer. He was one of the greatest boxers of all time. And what he said was he didn't actually like boxing. One of the greatest boxers of all times said he didn't actually enjoy boxing, and he only did it so that he can pay the rent and pay his family's dues. That's discipline. You don't like it, you don't particularly enjoy it, but you still do it sometimes. Now, gym is a fun thing, okay? Listen, one thing is gym is actually really fun, but Sometimes you don't feel like going. Maybe it's raining a little bit outside, maybe you didn't have a good day, maybe someone rejected you, some girl rejected you, and maybe you don't feel like going to the gym that day. But discipline, that on those days, that's when discipline carries you. You will go to the gym when everything's perfect, but everything will not always be perfect. Okay, the first thing is, if you want to go to the gym, be disciplined first things first, which is not an easy task. It's not a motivational thing. Discipline is not motivation. You shouldn't feel hyped when I told you that thing. You shouldn't feel energetic when I told you that thing, because you shouldn't feel anything. Just feel like shit. Actually, I have to do it even if I don't like to. Which is a hard thing, but there's no other way to explain it. That's what you're supposed to do when it comes to discipline. Just be disciplined enough to go to the gym even when you don't feel like it. There's a quote which is that, I don't know who said it. Maybe it's Mike Tyson's trainer, Cus D'Amato, or maybe Mike Tyson himself, or maybe Sugar. I don't know who said this quote. It says that discipline is doing the thing you hate, but doing it like you love it. Okay, discipline is doing the thing you hate, but doing it like you love it. So if you keep doing the things that you hate, sometimes, in this case, gym, you won't hate it all the time, maybe, but sometimes when you don't feel like going to it, you go to the gym and do it like you want to do it, even though you don't actually. That's discipline. Fourth point, I think so. See, the thing is, you've seen all these celebrities, right, on internet. You've seen a lot of them transforming their bodies. Maybe this, I don't remember his name, from Bagman Ka Baag, some actor was there, right? I don't know these names. There are a lot of actors you've seen who had body transformations, who have abs, and who built a lot of muscle in a short amount of time. And look at them, and they see it's a 3 month transformation, 6 months transformation, and everything. And you look at that, and you think the thing you have in your mind is that going to the gym for 6 months will get you that body. Maybe not that. Maybe what you think is, if you go to the gym for 6 months, since they're actors, right? So they have everything on point. So maybe in 6 months, if they have everything on point, you'll build a lot of muscle. So for me, maybe it'll take like 1 year, yeah. Or maybe even in 3 months, maybe I could get at least 40% of what they're getting, right? You'll get 2% of what they get. That's the reality. In 3 months, you'll get 2% of what they are getting. Not even 2%, maybe one, more like. In 6 months, you will get 10% of what they're getting. Forget about 6 months. In one entire year, you will get 20% of what they're doing. If everything is on point. See, that's where a lot of you lost hope. You, especially, maybe you're still watching this video, but a lot of them clicked out the video right now at this point. The thing is, you won't see results consistently till you actually start going to the gym consistently for minimum 2.5 years. My body, now that you look at it, I'll post few pictures here. See, the thing is, my body, it took me 2.5 years before people actually started noticing it. I have a story, I have a joke actually. When I was in first year of my college, I started going to the gym before first year of my college, like just before that, a few months before that. So I was not going to the gym, but doing home workouts. After I started college, I started going to the gym. So the thing was, we were once walking by, and my friends we were talking something, and the topic of gym came up, and I was like, yeah, even I go to the gym. Telling you dead ass. What my friend did was turn around and look at me like, what? He was legit shocked that I went to the gym. I was skinny, and my arms are actually really, really skinny. And people didn't even believe that I was going to the gym. And I was going to the gym. I've been going to the gym, working out for 6 months that time. For 6 months I've been going to the gym, and people didn't even believe went to the gym. So the thing is, first year no one noticed it. Second year maybe like little bit of change. I'm not skinny. I'm not really skinny. Third year, that is when the actual incline started. It's like nothing. 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years. That's when it started to go like this. So suddenly, at some point last year in the December, that's when my body suddenly like started to actually look good. After 2.5 years, at one point I actually started wearing my clothes and they actually started filling it. My body started filling my clothes. Another thing was my friends actually started noticing it. Strangers, random strangers actually started noticing it, and all this happened 2 years, 2.5 years from when I started going to the gym. The thing is, this is not an easy task. You have to stay consistent with this thing. You can't expect quick results. The reason celebrities get quick result is, I mean, I think you know it, steroids, lots of steroids, point one and two again, steroids. The thing is, they have good diet, they have everything on point, and they also have their cycles on point. Okay, so the thing is, you can't trust them. Their life revolves around building bodies, building a perfect body. You have other things in your life. You know, most probably not a bodybuilder. So you have other things in life and you want to build a body too. That's our goal. Our goal is to do whatever you're doing, have a life, and also build a nice body. Building a body is not our life. So for that, it will take some time and you need to be patient with that. Which gets me to the next point, which is not thinking of doing this thing long term. Same as the previous one. A lot of people do this thing during college days. I've seen a lot of them. Most of the people I have met were like really a bit old, like 25s or some age category, early 20s or mid 20s. They're going to the gym when they were young, which means that when they're in college. And usually that's where they start going to the gym. And they stop it after college is done. So when we're in college, they'll go to the gym. And when the college is over, maybe because of job or life, they'll quit going to the gym. The first thing I'll point out why they're going here is because they see this culture of when you enter college. The thing is, you look at these people and you'll think, okay, they're going to the gym. Going to the gym is like a masculine thing to do, which it is, but being consistent is also a masculine thing. Don't You don't quit it after that. Then in that point, there's no point of being masculine if you quit the gym after you quit college. But yeah, as soon as they start, they'll start going to the gym because like every student is going to the gym. Every single Yeah, sorry. Every single person is going to the gym. They'll start going to the gym too. And what do they do? What do they see? They'll see some results. Positive feedback loop. Yeah, they'll actually start going. They're actually going to the gym now. But what happened? The fourth year, they get a job and then the consistency falls. Why is that? See, why is that now? You think about it, everything is on point till now. You start going to the gym, you're actually consistent for 4 years, more than 2 years, which means you built a decent amount of muscle. Maybe you went here and there, maybe you didn't build a lot of muscle, maybe a lot of things happen, but at the end you have a decent enough body. What happened after this time? The same thing I told you before. You have a life. This is building a body. You think that you can't fit these two. There is no point. There is no point you can fit these two together. You can't do it. You think you either go to the gym or you have a life. You can't do both, is what you think. So the first things first is a lot of people get into jobs which are really hectic, so they have to stay, they have to allocate the entire day towards that job, and maybe they don't get proper sleep and all that. In that case, don't go to the gym. But the thing is, all I'll tell you in this case for this thing is both of them can be done. You just don't prioritize this thing as much as you think you did it. So the person who went to the gym during college, yeah, he thought that was in his priority, but maybe that was not in his priority as much as he thought or liked it would. He thought it was really priority number one, but maybe it was three or four. And since the one, two, three didn't come before this, so he had this thing in priority one. But as soon as the other priorities came in, like life and job and everything, he completely put it aside. The thing is, if you want to go to the gym and work, have a life, you can. Both of them are possible. But the only way you can build a nice body, an actual nice body, is if you have consistency of over 5 years in the gym. A really nice one, like the ones you see in movies, not steroids one, but the normal ones. You can build those when you actually start being consistent for 5 years in the gym. This is not possible anywhere. You can't spend 5 years without actually having long-term vision. So the thing I'll tell you is have a go mindset when you start the gym that you'll be doing this thing for the rest of your life till the day you die. Don't think you're doing this thing for college. Think long term because most of you don't think. If you think about it, what you'll realize is you only wanted to do it for 4 years. Think that as soon as you start going to the gym, no matter how inconsistent you are, no matter how many days you miss, the only point you're supposed to remember is I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. This will actually help you with this because gym and life both can be done at the same time if you have the intention. See, the last point is not a way to justify why you're not going to the gym, but can solve your problem a lot. If till this point I explain everything and you think you know all of these, but there's something that's missing. It's bad mental health. See, the thing is, most of the majority of teenagers these days, men, young men especially, they have bad mental health. The thing is, how to explain this thing is basically maybe you don't have a direction in life. Maybe you're kind of depressed, anxious. Maybe you're really nervous. Don't know how to your society. You don't know how to communicate with society. Society. I don't know how to communicate with people actually. See, the thing is, most men these days they are facing bad mental health. That is a fact. You'll go outside and look at them. You don't notice it because you are in the same position. But once you get out of it, you realize how bad everyone's mind really is, especially men's mind. The thing is, in order to cure your bad mental health, there's nothing I can give you except for a few points. First things first, meditate, obviously. Second, adopt a mindset of stoicism. Third, actually have a goal and positive outlook towards life, which means be optimistic. Now, listen, that is the most stupid advice. It could sound that way, but it is actually important. Be optimistic in life, have a goal. This third one was what is it? Stoicism. The second one was actually meditation. Yeah, second one was meditation. The first, God knows. I just told you. Rewind it. So, mental health is really important actually because once you actually improve your mental health, you notice that you're starting to go to the gym more often. You actually start to do all of these things. You don't need the rest of these things. If there's one thing that you want to take away from this video about a video where you're not consistent in the gym is about mental health. Just check your mental health and make sure you improve it. The more you improve it, the more happy you'll become in life. Not just gym. In life you'll become happy. Okay. For that, the way to explain this thing is basically this is your bar for how much you can do. So things below this thing are really easy. The things above this thing, how the more above it is, the more difficult it will be. The more below it is, the more easy it is. The thing is, when you're like this is your normal mental health. Maybe gym is over here. It's since you have bad, your mental health is not as good. Gym is a bit difficult to you because of your low mental health. The more you improve it, comes to a point where it's not as hard to you as it was before. So the gap is only this much. The more and more you improve your mental health, it goes to a stage where it's completely neutral. Your actual mental stability is strong enough to handle you going to the gym consistently. And once it goes here, then it's done. You can go to the gym without any problem. You don't need discipline to, I mean, discipline is still required because sometimes life just does this thing. But 95% of the cases, you can actually start going to the gym then because of your mental health, because you have actually improved the quality of your life and the quality of your mind, which leads to you actually doing hard things much more easily. So, yeah, those are the four things. The thing is, going to the gym, all it needs is a clear goal, a clear reason to carry the goal till the end of your life, discipline to actually do these things when you're not feeling like them, and a good mental health to feel a better motivation to do them always. Thank you.